I am vindicated. Arise TV's Rufai react to Daniel Bwala's Al-Jazeera interview. That interview, it was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment, and these politicians, is like they don't care about the fact that they are embarrassing themselves, they're embarrassing the country. They just want to protect their source of livelihood. That is what they care about. That Daniel Bwala is a disgrace. It doesn't have one single shame like this. Our TV show host, Oseni, says the controversial interview involving President Bwala Tinubu's media aide, Daniel Bwala, and popular Al-Jazeera's Medhi Hasan has vindicated his style of interaction with guests. Daily Post reports that Bwala, who was on the head-to-head program on Al-Jazeera, was unable to answer several questions put forward to him by Medhi. Video clips from the interview stirred reactions across the country, with some Nigerians calling for Bwala's removal. Yes, he's supposed to resign. Because what kind of embarrassment is that? For allegedly embarrassing the country, yes. As in premium embarrassment. Reacting, Oseni, who recently clashed with Bwala online, said those who tagged him unprofessional and rude over his mode of questioning are now applauding Medhi for doing the same. If I don't mind them, anything that Nigerian does, they say he's rude. If he was Rufai for rude, they will say Rufai is rude. Rufai is very rude. Though I also believe that the Medhi guy was a bit subtle. Like it was giving him the embarrassment in a subtle way. Like he wasn't really making noise. If he asked me a question and says, "Oh, I didn't say that," he will play the video for him. What was it called? Evidence. No need to shout. Evidence plenty for ground. I believe that is what Rufai should start doing. Whenever you're inviting somebody and you want to ask them some questions and you feel that there are some evidence, like past things that they have said, so that they'll not come and say, "Oh, I didn't say it though," or somebody will come and tell us that it is AI that said it too. You too, you bring your evidences and play it for them, just like Medhi was playing it for them. But really, if it was Rufai, they would have said he is rude. He's an agricultural person. He should not be in media, blah, 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 and all of that. Okay, they are not applauding Medhi for doing this. And according to him, if Rufai said to his guest, "What research did you do before coming to the show?" like Medhi just did, the whole Nigerian media will go wild and say he's rude and unprofessional. But Medhi told his guest he didn't prepare for the show, and he said it in a condescending manner, but Nigerians applauded him. I'm vindicated. Of course, you are doing your job well. In fact, if Rufai was saying he leaves Arise TV, nobody's going to listen to Arise TV, because it's like the main reason why people are listening to Arise TV. He answers the question. He asks the politicians tough questions that other journalists will not even ask. Uchenna says, no, you are not in that league. You are combative and insulting. Ahmed says, come off it. If it were you would have picked quarrels with your guest. But this was done professionally. Medhi was actually very professional. Very, very professional. Rufai would have been shouting and all of that, really. By the Al Jazeera man, you should also learn to let go of some statements when necessary after making your point. Eugene says, but who in the corrupt APC government operates from any ground at all that should sack Daniel Bwala? Because every member of the APC is not only corrupt to a fault, like Bwala, but also have no conscience to correct any level of evil. Corruption is the government's unabashed identity. Bwala says, you always have been vindicated. We know them all, waiting for the right time to strike them hard. Kocha says, of course, you have vindicated Rufai. Many Nigerians still remember Daniel Bwala of the 2022 elections, the fiery attacker of Tinubu, who caved in at an opportunity to serve in Tinubu's government. This is followed by a mockery small goats, which goes to show that many who criticize government are opportunists seeking visibility. Yeah. But Jimmy says that interview was just a blunder, as in an embarrassment. And I'm not surprised that the Nigerian government will hire an incompetent figure like this fellow. Very incompetent. And Gado says, Rufai, you should be ashamed. Why should you be ashamed? You are a disgrace to journalism. You are talking rubbish. At Obidi says, Rufai, your approach conveys bitterness. Play back your interview. It will convey bitterness because, okay, Medhi is not going through what we are going through in Nigeria. I'm not saying that, the approach of Rufai is all good. But really, he's a Nigerian too, like us. And he's going through everything that Nigerians are going through. Of course, he will be angry. Of course, he will be bitter because these politicians, you know the kind of shake that they are showing us. Of course, he will be bitter now. Say, play back your interview that receives high criticism. You will notice how you were losing temperament. In your good performances, your followers will say, Rufai is on fire. Yes, or Rufai on fire. Obina says, bitterness about what? Rufai does his interview the way public officials should be engaged to get out facts they wouldn't want to be asked about. So his style is well in order. Aganafo says, don't mind those idiots castigating you on your style of engagement with your guests. Thank God, Medhi Hasan had vindicated you. It's only morons in Nigeria that are angry with you. You are currently the best journalist in Nigeria. Yes, sir. He is the best. This is why he say, be like Shimon Kimbaloyi. For me, Rufai is still the best journalist in Nigeria. Shimon Kimbaloyi sometimes is always also acting diplomatic and will not ask some questions. But Rufai will ask you that tough question, that hard question that you'll be like, what am I doing on this show? And that is exactly how it should be. CAC Okpara says the other supporter spokesperson of the ruling party should also appear on Medhi Hasan's talk show. They will not go again. When they've seen what he did to Rufai and to Bwala, then all of them will not go again. Tiad says Bwala was not unable to answer many Medhi's question. He actually answered them with lies, not knowing that Medhi had previous records of Bwala's media chats on the subject matter. Very shameful that such a characterless person is the mouthpiece of this fantastically corrupt and clueless government. What a nightmare, and what a way to demarcate Nigeria globally. We have become the laughingstock of the civilized world, I'm telling you, as in, it's a shame. Emmanuel Chukwu says, we find the more they hate, the more their errors are being exposed. Bwala is nothing but a hooligan. Sylvester Chena says, you are what you are today in Nigerian journalism because you are fearless, courageous. The top world journalists out there are not better than you at all. Yes, so you are winning in UK and other countries of the world. Nigerians out there track Arise News because of Oseni Rufai. Yes, it is because of Oseni that most of us are watching Arise News. If not, what's Ben about today? Okay, the other lady too is Essay, Ayomayo Essay. I also love her too, but apart from those people, big ups, brother me. Okay, my listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.